na KTN News.
Now, in other news, the government is concerned with the return of organized criminal groups in the country. Now, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua and Interior Cabinet Secretary Kithure Kindiki have cited Mungiki as one of such groups on the rise. The two have warned that politicians and state officials found to be in links or abetting criminal organizations and their activities will not be spared regardless of their political affiliation. This as former Mungiki leader Maina Njenga denied 7 counts linking him to the outlawed sect at the Nakuru Law Courts. Kennedy Gashuhi has more details.
Gachagua and Kindiki were attending a conference on drug abuse and alcoholism menace in the Rift Valley region. The returning organized criminal groups in the country took center stage during the conference. The leaders singled out the Mungiki sect as a threat to the country's security.
The revival of those gangs cannot and will not be allowed. It is not possible. There is a formula of how to deal with that sector that was tried and worked. That formula is still available to Professor Kindiki.
And we saw what some of these crooks and criminals were trying to do outside the DCI headquarters the other day. No country worth its salt entertains that kind of behavior.
Without mentioning names, Gachagua lashed at persons with influence of misleading the youth to join and revive the Mungiki sect.
You ask them to protect you from who? What political agenda do you want to advance using other people's children? And I've said we leave you to God because what you are doing is wrong. That criminal gang, ikirudi hapa hii Rift Valley, ni mimi na nyinyi. That gang cannot, should not be allowed an inch in this region.
While warning the parents against allowing their children to be affiliated to any criminal sect, the leaders slammed at a section of politicians whom they accused of using criminal groupings to prosecute their grievances.
We cannot allow it. And therefore, if you allow your child to be misled, I'm sorry, but that is the truth.
The politicians who are inciting people to vandalize equipment in the tea estates, I'll arrest all of you. Whether you are in the opposition, whether you are in the government side, that is my work, and I know it's not popular work.
The officers, can you work? There will be no telephone calls to tell you not to arrest one so. Hakuna mtu atapigia nyinyi simu.
On the fight against illicit brews, the leaders faulted the county governments for licensing many liquor stores through which second-generation brews are traded.
Nyinyi magavana mkilicense kila mtu, hii vijana yote wapotee kwa pombe, walale kwa mtaro, wahame kwa kitanda, walala chini instead ya kulala juu.
And I want to direct all officers involved in this crackdown not to use the excuse of this fight to harass, intimidate, extort money from legitimate traders and business people.
It is evident that weak laws, regulations, and law fines have largely contributed to the state we are in regarding illicit brew consumption.
Meanwhile, former Mungiki leader Maina Njenga has today denied 7 counts linking him to the outlawed Mungiki sect and its activities. Njenga is accused of organizing and attending a Mungiki sect meeting held at his Nakuru residence on May 11.
Even the police know he is a former leader of such an organization. Therefore, the charges, the police will provide the best evidence that the charges before the court cannot stand.
So we are before you, seeking for your mercy, that you grant our client bail as prayed, and that this could thus injunct any person, any organ, any individual, and resist from making such comments that are derogatory and prejudicial to our client's case.
Nakuru Principal Magistrate Kipkurui Kibelion released Njenga on 100,000 shillings bond and a surety of similar amount. Kennedy Gashuhi, KTN News.